I don't mind pissing people off. I think that's what drag really means to me, is just like making someone feel a very strong type of way. Either they are obsessed with it or else they're like, no, go die, bitch.
I'm backstage at Perry Ellis with a legend of the drag and the fashion world, Milk.
Hi.
It's so lovely to see you.
Hi, baby.
I'm so glad that you're here. So you're Perry Ellis tonight. Vivienne Westwood recently. Before that, we had Madonna Skincare line.
Yeah.
Before that, we had Marc Jacobs campaign. She is really emerging as a fashion queen.
Yeah, trying to make it happen.
What is the difference between walking the runway here tonight and walking the runway in full drag on Drag Race?
I guess I'm less nervous for this. Like, there's so much pressure on that show. You are sequestered. You have cameras in your faces. It's so intense.
This is Milk. This is also Milk. That's Milk. And that's Milk too. She's one versatile queen. How do you see your drag as having... Find it! How do you see your drag having evolved from season 6 to All Stars 3?
Drag really is the freedom to do whatever you want. And so my aesthetic definitely comes from the freedom to do whatever I want. To feel a certain way and not feel restricted by what I'm supposed to do.
You issued a tweet talking about criticisms of what people were calling boy drag. What was your understanding of what people were attempting to critique?
For me, drag is gender neutral. You don't have to be a woman, you don't have to be a man, you can be whatever you want in between. I think it's easy for fans to want to place a label on what you're doing. And by calling it boy drag, they're trying to be offensive because that's not as good as like girl drag.
Drag is about self-expression. The idea of criticizing someone for expressing themselves, I don't want to go back to that time.
Why are we telling drag queens how to express themselves? You know, there's many, colors in the crayon box. I mean, why not have all of them?
The queer community has always had reading and shade, and that's always been a cornerstone for us. But to see death threats, to see racist remarks, to see all of this stuff coming from fans who don't know us, it's really frustrating. And so I'm hoping to keep spreading that message and keep enjoying together with my other sisters and really put a stop to it.
If you were in Milk's position, you're on the show and you're receiving all this vocal pushback from fans week to week, would you respond to it? And if so, how?
I would say, catch me on the runway at Perry Ellis show and fuck you and your small mind.
We should be accepting and embracing of how gay and queer we can be and creative we can be, not trying to put pressure on us to only be one certain way.